there's a lot of people who have STDs.
In Seychelles?
Yes, loads of
What, do you know
people.
the percentage?
I have what's been given by the National AIDS Council. I might have it just now, I'll show you. But the people in our population we have loads of people don't get tested.
So we have a high rate of STDs.
We have
HIV.
a high rate, and people are not talking about it because rather they don't know that loads of people never been tested.
Well, it's been swept under the table, just
Yes.
like so much.
Like
other
when
stuff.
you have a man who tells you he doesn't want to use a contraceptive method, right? He doesn't want to use a condom, but he has a wife, he has a girlfriend, so that's already 2 people. What about if the girlfriend also has a husband? That's another 3, right? So it makes 4 people. And what about if that husband also has a girlfriend who also has a husband? And there you go. And it goes so quickly like this. So it's not about, I always say we have a teenager at home. My husband has a daughter who's going to be 19. So she grew up in me talking about sexuality all the time. My kids, they're 5 and 7, we talk about it all the time. And I said to her many times, I said, you could meet somebody really in love. He could be the nicest man you've ever met, and you want to have sex with that person, but it will never be written there. So until you do have a test done, you do not have sex with somebody without protecting yourself, because you don't know. We have people that will come who are positive, HIV positive, their partners are not aware. And they are HIV positive, but they never told their partners. And we cannot, as medical practitioners, we cannot go and tell the partner. We have to convince, because c'est du secret médical, we have to convince the person to go and tell the partner. And this happens often, and it's sad. But this is where education is required. We need to stop being like des autruches, la tête dans le sable, and don't say anything. We have to educate our kids at school. We have to tell a girl that it's all right if you don't have sex with this boy because he doesn't want to protect himself. There was a video recently where 2 kids were having sex in a toilet in a school that went all over social media. And I didn't know what it was. So I pushed play, and I saw, and I put thing, and I deleted that thing. And then people were like, it's in a school. I could see there was school uniform. What shocked me was that, okay, it was in a toilet, 2 kids having sex, but there was no condom. And I was just like, look, if they are having sex in the toilet like this without condoms, how many other people are they having sex with? You know, if one of them is sick, Lucy, all of them will be sick. And it doesn't go as further than this. So I think we really need to shake it and be like, okay, I don't want this to continue. I don't think this is right. I think we need to, this is the National AIDS Council numbers from 21. So you see the new cases of HIV. There was 1 baby that got HIV in 21.
From 14 years old.
It's from 0 to 14, so it's a baby that had it. From 15 to 24, there was 11 people. 25 to 49 years old, 37 people, and 50 plus 10. Those are new cases, and those are people that went to test themselves.
Just last year. Only
Just
the
last
people
year,
who
yeah.
tested
So there was
themselves.
1 girl under the age of 14, 1 teenage boy tested positive for HIV, 4 teenage girls tested positive for HIV. All right, and then you have the way it's been transmitted, and most of the cases basically are so we had injection drug users, but most of the transmission has sexual transmission. So of course, people that is changing their needles will be infected with HIV. Like this is so what I say when I went to school and I showed that to the kids at school, and I said, you see, they went like that. Miss. M'ont dit yes. M'ont dit à cause Miss, ils montrent les autres. À cause this is reality. Ouda allons pas pour venir pour les 20. Et Ouda allons pas probably doesn't know. They don't know because they don't test themselves. You know. So I called CDCU once. This is where you can get tested freely. The lady said, because this is the same also for the teenagers, the problem of consent. How can they get tested if the parents don't sign the document? So they said that from the age of 16 plus, they do test, but before it's a bit, but they try to tell the youth, the young people to inform their parents about it. But this is also a big issue. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done.